The term urban jungle has often been used to describe Singapore's physical landscape. What with the towering buildings, the maze of streets, and the rush of traffic, it is little wonder why the term has stuck. However, hidden amidst the bustling city, architects have managed to create pockets of tranquil spaces which some Singaporeans call home. In this episode, we delve into some of Singapore's stunning modern homes. As Singaporeans become more affluent and cultivate a more refined palate, they no longer see housing as a merely utilitarian need. Instead, they want their homes to reflect their personalities and their lifestyles. This in turn has allowed architects to think bigger and bolder.
Singapore has been quite a leader recently in progressive architecture, and I think the architects even doing houses, big or small, are starting to be more creative, more innovative, but also in a sense more daring now to do more interesting designs because you're able to.
Standing boldly atop a hill, 97 at Siglap can certainly be described as creative, innovative, and daring. Its dynamic form was born out of a simple design principle: a house that could be used for entertaining family and friends. Unlike conventional design, where public areas are situated on the first floor, Amir decided to reverse the layout in order to provide the owner and his guests with breathtaking views.
It's a very unique piece of land in Singapore because it's raised quite high up on a hill on the east side of Singapore. So the views from that land was magnificent towards the Marina Bay Sands, the city skyline. So we wanted to take advantage of that. So the main area, the main public area, being living and dining, was raised to the second level.
The public areas were given a boost to the second floor, where Amir even included a roof garden to provide an element of greenery.
The second floor, which is your main entertainment public area, consists of the living, dining, and a very large open kitchen with even a roof garden next to it. So you could be cooking, dining, facing gardens, although you're on the second floor.
Architect Amir also wanted to ensure that guests could move through the living and dining areas effortlessly.
The way the spaces connect and flow becomes really important. So the way circulation through the house and through the various rooms become the important binding aspect of the plan.
In order for the spaces to connect and flow, Amir needed a design feature that would connect the internal and external areas of the house. Not content with boring flat walls, he decided to approach the design with plenty of creativity.
We wanted a second skin to wrap on the exterior of the house, what we call, in the traditional sense, a veranda, which means that your glass lines can be set deeper back, well shaded from the sun, but also your circulation can also be external. So the house is completely connected also on the outside via these verandas, which took on the curvilinear form.
The curvilinear form is also followed through in the pool on the first floor of the house, which is also set up for entertainment.
Having the ground floor open and set around the pool makes it an excellent place for entertaining. And of course you have the pool and all that landscaping around it, which gives it that resort feel.
Enhancing the resort feel of the first floor are two cabana-style guest bedrooms.
Cabana style rooms, very big in resorts in the 70s, even the 60s. They were like, in our context, it would be a villa by the pool. But these were rooms, normally laid out in a row, and they get to access the swimming pool directly outside their room. To me, this is a very interesting concept. And if you're going to have a pool on the ground level, you might as well take full advantage of it by having some rooms right next to the pool.
With its cabana-style rooms and magnificent views, 97 at Siglap has all the elements of a house in which to entertain and have fun. But designing it did not come easy, as Amir has set a high creative bar for himself.
The obstacle was set by ourselves, that we wanted to create something new and different. So there was a lot of investigation into how to resolve such details.
And 97 at Siglap is nothing if not interesting. While Amir had set out to design a house that was bold and creative, he found he had quite something else on his hands in the end.
Actually, I thought at the end of the day that it looked very much like an ocean liner, like a yacht, except it's moored on a hilltop. So, but anyway, no, it was, in a way, the aesthetic developed into something very nautical, something of ships and yachts.
Although Amir did not start out with a nautical design, he did feel that the end result resembled a yacht. Thus, he decided to slant the main columns of the house to enhance the ocean liner silhouette.
A large part of the ground floor is open. You are going to be amongst a couple of exposed columns. We might as well integrate them into the aesthetic of the whole building. In this case, the ocean liner aesthetic, so you slanted the two main columns that were by the pool.
However, despite the unconventional, quirky design, Amir actually draws his inspiration from a very basic source: the plot of land he has to work with.
Connecting with the land that the house will be built on. There's something spiritual about a piece of land and how you can feel it. Almost as one famous architect once said, ask the land what it wants to be and just do as such.
With its futuristic facade and its unusual space configurations, 97 at Siglap easily catches the eyes of curious passerbys. Amir hopes that more architects start to push the envelope with their designs.
I wish this house is inspiring to architects to see how a typical tropical house could be transformed into something of a different era.
Bold, daring, and creative, 97 at Siglap seems to represent the changing face of urban design in Singapore.